sure you put your name if it's not on your Zoom, your the city where you live, and let us know how long you have been a Mary Kay user if you do use Mary Kay, and then who your consultant is. Put it in the chat as one of our guests tonight. We're going to be doing some drawings at the very, very end. So stick with us. And then, oh, I want to tell you also at the very end, we're going to, oh, that just dawned on me. We are not streaming, are we, Michaela? I think I have to do that.
Yep, we are.
Thank you, Michaela, for being on it. Michaela is making everything look good, like she's making it look like I know what I'm doing. No, I know enough to get in trouble. So at the very end, after we cut the recording, we will do a Q&A. So you guys can ask myself questions or Raquel questions. So just feel free to stay on for that. All right, so let me introduce our special guest before I go any further. I'm so excited for you guys to meet Raquel. I met Raquel a little over a year ago at the Seattle Wedding Show. And you know, when you meet somebody and when you work as a vendor at one of those shows, there's massive amounts of people. It's massive amounts of people. And so sometimes, you know, you'll meet somebody and you'll think, I'll totally remember her. I'll totally remember her. And then later when you go to pick up the phone to call her, you're like, oh, I don't remember. You know, was she blonde? Was she brown? I don't remember, you know. So anyways, but Raquel, I remembered. And I just was impressed with her from the moment I chatted. And so she was there I can't remember if you were there as a bride and you were working there. You weren't working, you didn't have a vendor booth there, did you?
No, I was there as a bride, just
As a
shopping
bride.
around for vendors for my wedding. Yeah.
And she also, as you know, you guys, is a makeup artist. I'll tell you a little bit about that. So speaking of weddings, she's getting married on May 4th. So congratulations. We're so excited for
Thank you.
you. So
Thank
many,
you.
so many women. Here's one of the things I want to say that impressed me about you. So many of us, me included, when I was getting married, I couldn't think of doing anything outside of just getting married 2 weeks before my wedding. So just that in and of itself is impressive. So Raquel started her own business from the ground up, you guys, from the education. So her experience is experience she did, like she built. Like this is not something that was handed to her. She went and got her education, and you consider that a license, is that right, Raquel? Certification license?
A
Or
certification. Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And it probably each state's a little bit different.
Yes.
So you have to start everything at, you know, think about it, you guys, all the social media stuff, all the branding stuff, all the finance stuff, all the invoicing, all the pricing, all the materials, everything from the ground up, and all of that she had to do. So it's not just a little thing to start your own business. She was super smart and she added in tanning, also spray tanning, which I thought was so smart. Now she's added in her Mary Kay business. So she is bringing in skincare and then daily color. So how smart is that, you guys? I mean, seriously, how smart is that? She's really like the full package for a bride, but also for the bridal party, for the mother, the groom, all the people that you meet through that process. So you're just a smart businesswoman. I'm very, very proud to have you as my very own. I get to call you my very own. So
Well, thank you. I'm really excited.
I'm so proud of you, seriously. So one thing that I really want you guys to know about Raquel is that one, she has a vision for what her future is, what she wants her future to look like. She knows what she doesn't want it to look like. And I think that's just as important to know what you don't want your future to be as it is to what you want your future to be. And I know she wants out of the corporate world. And so instead of sitting there and waiting for somebody to come rescue her, because, you know, one of my favorite straight shooting, I don't know if anybody listens to Mel Robbins at all, but straight shooter, she always says, nobody's coming. Like, nobody's coming to rescue you. There's no knight in shining armor. Typically, there's no knight in shining armor coming in, riding his white stallion or whatever to rescue you. You know, if we want something in our lives, you guys, it's up to us to change it. And I'm just so proud of you for knowing that that's not what you want for your life and that you have a vision for more. So please give it up and big claps, because you're all muted, so you can clap all you want really loud for Raquel as she is going
Thank
to
you.
teach us. But I have a couple questions I want to ask you, Raquel, before we start. One of them
Yes.
is, I want to ask you, knowing what doing what you've already done with your businesses, your other businesses, and now starting a Mary Kay business, a
Mhm.
company with 60 years of experience, what has impressed you?
Honestly, for me, it's the support that a Mary Kay business has, that I didn't have when I was building my personal makeup business. So,
Mhm.
like you said earlier, with my own business, I had to do everything on my own. I had to do all the research on how to get, the proper licenses, how to do my website from scratch, starting up my social media and how to be compliant with the state and everything. And no one really taught me how to do any of the invoicing and the contracts, and it was a lot of legal work as well. So with Mary Kay, it's amazing having the support, not just people, but also the back end of things too. You have a lot of modules. They have so many tutorial videos that you have everything laid out for you. The groundwork is there. And it was a blessing, honestly, because I didn't want to do another business and have to just relearn everything again and
Oh my
have to
gosh,
do
that's so
everything from
much.
scratch. So
Yeah.
it just makes it so much better
Yeah,
for sure.
I am so glad. And you're taking
Yeah.
advantage of the education, it's one thing to have it
Yeah,
all there,
absolutely.
but you're taking advantage of it and utilizing
Yeah.
it for your future vision. So
Yeah,
smart.
absolutely. Yeah.
So guests, I had a couple of you pop in here, so I want to just real quick, if you haven't put in your chat, put in your name. If it's different than your Zoom name, put in where you're from, your consultant's name. And if you've been using Mary Kay, put in how long you have been using Mary Kay. And then from this point, if anybody, maybe Diane could do this as you admit people, Diane, like Nicole is ready to be admitted. If you could just send her a message. We just want to make sure that the guests get in the drawing at the end. So thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. Okay, last question for Raquel, and then we're gonna spotlight her, and she's gonna take over for us and teach us a fresh, fun spring look. Who is ready for the fresh, fun spring look? I know I am for sure.
Yes.
So here's a question for you. I am a huge skincare fan for obvious reasons. Using Mary Kay for 35 years and being in Mary Kay for 34, I have seen what good skincare can do, not only for myself, but for my clients. So what would you say the importance of, or how important is good quality daily skincare for a great color look? Because makeup's one thing, skincare's another.
Yeah. Yes. So skincare is definitely, I would say it's the number one step to getting that beautiful, flawless makeup. It doesn't matter if you're a bride, or it doesn't matter if you have a special occasion coming up, or it's just your everyday makeup. Makeup is not going to look great on skin that has not been taken care of. It doesn't matter if you have the most expensive Armani Luminous Silk foundation, or if you have, your Gucci products. It doesn't matter how expensive the products are or how inexpensive they are, if you don't have a good skincare routine, because that is honestly like the most essential thing when it comes to creating a beautiful makeup look. And that's what's going to make your makeup stay on for a long time, for, especially if you're a bride. And this is something that I tell all of my brides. 99% of my clients are brides, right? So they usually book me about a year out from their wedding. And so we have that whole year to really work on their skincare. And I put them on a very good skincare routine. I let them know, like get your facials done, start on a good cleanser, on a good exfoliation. Exfoliation is so important as well. So I want to make sure that they're prepped and ready and their skin looks absolutely flawless for that makeup application on their wedding day.
Yeah, so important. Thank you for
Yeah.
suggesting exfoliation. That is something that we do
Yes.
suggest a lot.
Yes.
So really quick, miracle set for those of you that are 20s, 30s, maybe you that are in the 40s that haven't had a lot of sun exposure or have combination skin. For those of us of
Yes.
a more interesting age, this is the Bomb.com skincare. So it is more for advanced signs of aging. So you can ask your consultant about it if you're not a skincare user already. that those would be the recommendations. And then there's supplemental products. The very beginning in that video you saw, she talked about the Skin Analyzer app. You guys, it is really legit. That Skin Analyzer app works great. It's not just a weird like thing. It literally scans your face. You will see when you click on those readouts, you will see what it sees. And some of you will be like, awesome. And some of you will be like, no, I want to fix that. So just, use your consultant, you guys. We are consultants. We're not just sellers of Mary Kay. So you get to really use that consultant of yours and use her expertise.
Yeah.
And if she can't answer the question, she can find the answer. So
Yeah,
ask. In fact,
absolutely.
I
And
always tell people that. Try to stump them. Stump those
yes,
consultants.
yeah, no, for sure. And your consultant will come in really handy too, especially if you don't know your skin type. The Skin Analyzer app can really help determining your skin type. I know a lot of people don't really know what their skin type is. So, you just can do a bunch of different tests to determine your skin type. So yeah, definitely get with your consultant, and they'll put you on the best skincare plan for you. And I know Mary Kay skincare is absolutely incredible. It lays beautifully under makeup, because I know some skincare doesn't go quite well with some makeup. It can start to pill. It kind of starts to gather together and look a little funky. But Mary Kay skincare is absolutely beautiful.
Great. Awesome. All right. You all ready? You all ready? Let's do it. So we're gonna
ready.
Rachel, I just called you Rachel. We're gonna have Raquel take over and just go for it, friend, and have fun. And I'll probably pop in every once in a while and ask a question. And you guys ask questions in the chat. I'll watch the chat too. So you don't have to watch the chat, Raquel. I'll watch it for you. So if there's questions in there that seem we can answer right away, that'd be great.
Beautiful. Sounds good. Well, I'm super excited to get started. I have half of my face done. As you can probably see, I'm looking a little crazy right now, but I'm going to be working on this half of the face. So like I said before, obviously I already have my skincare on, so I'm already prepped, ready to go. And the first product I'm going to be using today is going to be our CC cream, which I absolutely love. It's honestly probably one of my favorite products, just because it blends so beautifully. It doesn't have like that cakey feeling that a normal foundation would have, but you can also build it up as well. So if you find that the coverage may not be quite as like thick as you want it to be, like maybe you have some stubborn areas that you want to cover up a little bit more, this is super buildable and it's absolutely beautiful on the skin. So usually what I do to apply it, I like to put it on the back of my hand just like this. And then I usually go in with a little damp sponge, not wet. I wouldn't say like super wet, but it's definitely damp. You can go in with a brush. You can do your fingers too, honestly, whatever works for you. I just like doing a little damp sponge. So I kind of just warm it up on my hand just like that. And then I just work it on the skin. And my mirror's over here, just that's why I'm looking that way.
Everybody's going to want to know what shade you're wearing.
Yes.
Is it the medium to deep, maybe?
My shade is
Top by the crimp.
Yes, medium to deep.
Medium to deep. Yeah. I thought it might be, but I was curious.
Yes.
I figured I was curious, others were curious.
Yes. And also like to determine your shade and everything. I know like shade matching can be so annoying. Like who here has had like problem shade matching before, where you go into a store and they shade match you wrong, or you buy something, you go home, you try it on, and it's like, well, that's definitely not my shade. Yeah, I know a lot of us have had that issue for sure. So that's also where your consultant comes in handy, and they can really help you determine your shade as well. And it comes in a lot of different shades too.
Yeah, really. And for consultants that are learning, it's a very forgiving and very easy to learn to match people with CC cream too. So, if you're a new consultant, it really, and all these shades actually come in our starter kit, in our pro kit. all the shades
Yes.
from very light to very deep and everyone in between. So
Yes.
really sets us up for success.
Yeah. And like
Cassie
you
asked,
said,
do you use a primer? Do you use a primer?
I personally don't like primers all
Mhm.
too much, just because, you know, going back to the skincare, if you have good skincare, you don't need a primer.
Mm,
Your moisturizer, if you have a really good moisturizer too, that's going to be your primer.
got it.
I never use primers on my brides or any of my clients, and their makeup lasts all morning into the evening of late night dancing.
Awesome. I do
Yes.
T-zone
But
typically for my primer. Is what
yes,
I
but I
do.
was gonna say, if you're super oily, maybe um a primer would be good for that instance. Like especially like your T-zone. Like if you have like an oil control primer or something, that would be a really good one to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have a
Yeah.
sponge, you guys, that is flat on the bottom that I like too, that is like the one that you have there, and it has a
Yeah.
flat bottom. So I can get in a pointy, so I can get in my nose and then flat. Yeah.
Yes,
Those
in
little
there, like
corners.
on all the little creases.
Just did
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
before I got
Yeah,
on.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then the next product I'm going to be using here is our concealer, Perfecting Concealer. What I love about this concealer too is how light and just creamy and soft it is. It's not a super heavy concealer, so it's not going to crease underneath the eyes, which is amazing. Um it's really light and you can really blend it in so beautifully and so easily as well. And also like the CC cream too, it's buildable coverage as well. So if you want like lighter underneath the eyes, you can definitely go in with just a little bit. And but if you have maybe like some stubborn blemishes or something, you can definitely go in with the same concealer, but like maybe put it on heavier in the harder to conceal areas, if you will. So
Mhm.
for me, I just like to put on a little bit. And I usually just put it on right here and right here in the end.
Mhm.
Now I know some people, they do like the, you know, like the big triangle and they go all over. It's not necessary to do that because the more product you put under the eye, the more creasing you're going to experience. So, as little product as possible is best. And then again, you can blend it with your beauty blender or a sponge, or you can go in with a brush or even your fingers too. I like doing it with my fingers because I like the warmth of my finger. It really warms up the product, and I find that it smooths out a lot easier and it blends really nicely when I use my finger. So I'm just gonna
I
blend
know
and
when,
remember,
oh, sorry,
yeah,
go
and
ahead.
remember, I was gonna say the under eye area is really sensitive. That skin is really sensitive. So you don't want to tug, you want to pat, just gently pat. And with your finger, the warmth of that finger, that's really gonna it's really gonna distribute the product really nicely and it's gonna blend in beautifully. So you don't need to be super aggressive with the under eye area.
Yeah, that's really good advice. As a
Yeah.
woman of a more interesting age, the more you tug, the more it
Yes.
just breaks down. You know,
Yeah.
your skin under your eye is just so thin. It was really fun, you guys, as she's blending when I talked to Raquel after she got her first order in and she was able to start playing with the products of somebody that plays with a lot of different products, right? It was fun for me to get, tell me what you thought. And she's like, the
Yeah.
concealer, oh my gosh, it's so light and so nice and so creamy. And I was like,
Yes. I
fun to hear
literally
that.
use it on all my clients now.
That's
All of
awesome.
my clients of all ages. I do the moms, I do the grandmas, I do the brides.
That's great.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
no, I
product that women of an interesting age can use. How many
100%.
understand what I'm talking about? We definitely are
My
more interested.
mature skin girlies.
There we go. Mature though, I don't know if I'm very mature. I have my moments I can be mature, but there's other times I'm very not mature.
Yeah. Same. I have my moments too.
We
I
all
think
have
we
our
all
moments,
do.
as we should.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think we'd be slightly boring, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so now that we have all of our cream products applied to the face, this is when you would want to set with powder, if you want to set with powder. I have more drier skin, so I don't really like to set with powder just because my skin doesn't really get very oily. And I don't personally like the way my skin looks after I powder it. I find that it looks a little bit too powdery, if you will. I'm
Yeah.
overusing the word powder.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like a little too
But
matte.
yeah, yes, yeah, it leaves you matte. I don't personally like a matte look. I like very fresh, dewy skin. I like my skin to look like skin. You know, I like a glow from within. So I don't like too much powder. Um, so that's why I'm not setting, but then again, personal preference. If you want to set, now would be a good time to do that. And then now I'm gonna go in with the liquid eyeshadow, and Pink Starlight is my absolute favorite shade. And I find that these liquid eyeshadows are so easy to apply. It's so quick for like your everyday look. Literally, this entire look, well, because I'm talking so much right now, it's not going to take 5 minutes. But if you weren't talking, if you were going to do this look on yourself, it's going to take literally 5 minutes. It takes no time. And these liquid eyeshadows are perfect for that because you can just go in one swipe and then you can blend it in with your finger or with a brush. And you can also layer it with powder eyeshadows, which is great. You can do some layering, or you can just do this shadow, like one shadow look, and you're good. You're totally good to walk out the door. So,
especially for a fresh spring look, you know, for something that you want
yes,
just for daily too. Like,
yes,
because you were using this color, I wore this color too, but I added in Cinnabar and Dusty Rose
ooh,
just to
I
add
love that.
more, just to, you know, to show that you can put powders right over the top. And I actually really love to put powders over the top of the liquids because they stay, like it like gives them staying power. And especially on the outside corners where sometimes I
Yep.
might get a little bit weepy, or, you know, when I laugh, my eyes smush together. I have no trouble with the products lasting at all. I mean, awesome. And they come in 4 shades, you guys. They come in 4 really great shades. So that's the Pink Starlight that you're seeing that Raquel has on. And then there's Light Beam, which is a sandy color.
Yes.
And then, oh yeah, there we go, sandy color. And then there's Meteor Shower, which is that more taupe. And then Purple Nova. Purple Nova is really a fun, and that purple, just FYI for those of you that maybe sometimes are a little afraid of purple, don't be afraid of that purple because it's not a red purple. It's not a look like you got bruised in the eye purple.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a nice purple.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely beautiful. And right now I'm just kind of blending it up here too, because I want to create like that beautiful kind of
Oh, it's
gradient
so
ombre
pretty.
effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
And
pretty.
you can like literally, this is just like the one shadow and that's it. Like you're good. It gives you a really nice, fresh, very natural look. But then, you know, you can layer it with powder as well. And also you can take it down here as well and you can kind of like smoke it out under here, under the lash line. So, you know, in the lower lash line, sorry. So, you know, you can do a lot with these liquid eyeshadows for sure. And then I'm gonna go in with the waterproof eyeliner. Oh my God.
I know.
Probably
My favorite too. I know.
it's oh wow, it's good. It is really good, especially if you have watery eyes. I have so many clients that have very watery eyes, and especially when I'm applying makeup and their eyes are just watering and watering. This
Mhm.
eyeliner has been put to the test with watery eyes and it does not budge. It is amazing. I love it.
It's my favorite too,
So,
and they're pretty new. So yeah, we've been
yes,
really pleased with them. So if you haven't tried them yet, gals, try
yes.
them.
Yeah, 100%. And then for a liner, because I have hooded eyes, I don't like to put on a thick top liner. I like to go really close to the lash line on top, just like right where the eyelashes are. And I just kind of like to fill in a tiny little bit. And then I like to tight line my upper waterline. So I usually pull up the lid and then just tight line that lower waterline, or sorry, upper waterline. And then I like to do my lower waterline as well with the liner.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how nice is that with that waterproof liner, right? To be able to do that waterline and not have it move all over.
Yes, exactly.
Prior.
Because that's the worst when you have a liner that you put on the lower water line or really any water line. And it just, by the end of the day, you're looking like a raccoon.
Right.
You've got
And it's
like
all in here.
liner down here, in
It's kind of
here.
gross,
Yeah.
actually. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of gross where it will
Yeah.
collect.
Yeah. And you do not get any of that with
I
this
know.
guy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. You really don't. And then for this, you can just tight line really quick under here. And then I like to go under
And
as
those of you
well.
that haven't done that, where you haven't lifted your lid like that and got right into those, like it's right where the lashes go into your skin, basically, is where
Yes.
where she's getting.
Yes.
If you haven't done it, it takes practice. So the first
It
time you
does.
do it, you might poke your eye, and it won't, you're not going to poke it out. So just, just know you'll get it. Just give yourself time to
Yes.
learn it. It just takes a little time, and it takes a good mirror for those of us that, don't see as well as we used to. Or
Yeah.
if you just don't, like if you wear contacts or something, I wear contacts and I wear waterproof everything. And I don't have any problem. I use oil-free makeup remover, which is actually going to be one of the specials tonight for you guys. So
Yes.
yeah. So look, can you see the difference, you guys? Beautiful.
Gorgeous. And then now I'm using our mascara, the Lash Love Lengthening Mascara. I love our lengthening mascara. Well, actually, I've tried a lot of mascaras, and I think this is my favorite one because I just love the brush. It makes it so that lashes are like, they separate the lashes so beautifully. It doesn't clump at all. And also, it doesn't run under here either. Even though this one specifically is not a waterproof one, I don't find that I have like flakes underneath here or anything weird going on. So I do love, and the brush is awesome too. I love the brush because not a lot of product collects in here, which is good because with some brushes, you see it's like there's so much product that builds up in the brush, and that's what creates all the clumping on the lashes. And it's just not a cute look. We don't like that.
No, it's not a cute look at all.
Yeah.
It gets really heavy for sure. And for
Yeah.
those of us that really, lashes, some people, some of you have been blessed with great lashes and some of us haven't, or they're fair, if they're very fair, doing that liner in your lashes like that, and then doing your mascara, and using any one of the mascaras really makes a difference for sure. Because it'll
Oh,
give you
yeah.
a much thicker lash look. Without
Absolutely.
liner, my lashes are they're just thinner. They've just gotten thinner, and they're clear
Yeah.
like my hair. So without
Yes.
mascara, it's like, nothing's happening there.
Yes.
So
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's actually a really good trick too if you wear like false eyelashes, like strip lashes, you want to go in with your waterproof eyeliner and you want to do that tight lining technique in the upper waterline here because that's going to make it so the strip lashes and your lashes like marry together. It makes it so you don't see that weird gap that sometimes you see. Like it's a dead giveaway that you're wearing strip lashes when you see that gap. So you want to do your waterproof liner up at the top. You want to do your mascara and then apply your strip lashes. And you want to make sure that it just like it blends in like seamlessly to your lashes.
So there's no skin showing between two lines.
Yes, exactly.
That is
Exactly.
weird. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And also like, in pictures, you can see that in pictures and it looks terrible.
Yeah, it can look puffy.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely. And then also a good tip, I actually did this on purpose. I put some mascara on my eyelid here. Wait till it dries. If you get some mascara on your eyeshadow, just wait till that dries out, get a little Q-tip, and then just brush it off and voila, you're good.
Oh, wow.
Now, never, if you
That's
get
the
it
tip of
like
the night right there.
if you get mascara on your lids, don't immediately go in and try to scrape it off or brush it off with your Q-tip, because that's just going to smear it all because it's still wet. You want to make sure to wait for that mascara to dry completely and then go in with a Q-tip and then just brush it off, and then you're all good.
It
It's like
almost like will
nothing ever
flick off.
happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Good
exactly.
tip. Good. Love it.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, eyes are all done. It was very quick, very easy. It's a natural spring look, you know?
I love it.
It's a
I'm
good
just looking in the
everyday,
chat.
it's a
What
good
are you guys
everyday look for
learning?
sure.
Tell me what you're learning. I just did
Oh yes,
looking
I
in here.
haven't been looking at
Yeah,
the
no,
chat.
you don't have to. You can't do that, what you're doing. And but yeah, I just saw somebody joined us from Arizona. So super fun.
Yay,
Thanks for joining us.
fun. And
All right,
now
what are you
I'm
guys
going to
learning?
be
Ask some
using,
questions too.
yeah, ask me anything. If you guys, put it in the chat, whatever you want to know. I'm here to answer anything. And now I'm going to use one of our Chroma Fusion blushes in the shade Rosy Nude.
Let me ask you why
So
you chose Rosy Nude, because there's so many colors, and I was wondering if there was a reason.
yeah, no, for me, I really like kind of like those rosy tones. I don't like anything like too bright pink for me. I don't like anything too deep either. So I find that this Rosy Nude falls really right in the middle of what I like personally. I know there's like peachy tones, there's like baby pink tones, but you want to choose a color that goes well with your skin tone. You want to complement your skin tone. So you want your whole look to be harmonized and just, kind of like all melt together and really complement your skin tone.
So
So
that
for
sounds like that's a
example,
good tutorial for us to come up with.
yes, yes. So for me, for my skin tone, I know a baby pink blush is not going to look that great on me personally, just because I have such warm tones. I'm more, like that olive skin tone. So on someone who has more pink undertones, a rosy pink would look amazing. Like a baby pink blush would look so pretty on them. But on me, it's just it's not going to complement my skin tone. So that's why I used Rosy Nude.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So those of you that are wondering in the chat, here's a question I want to ask you and answer in the chat. If you were to want, if there's anything else you would want to learn, other tutorials, we've been talking about them. In fact, we are going to be coming up with a contouring 101 coming up in May. So stay tuned for that. That's going to come up. And then we have another one before that. So we'll announce that in just a second. Other things you would like to learn, other kinds of tutorials you'd like us to come up with and to bring to you, let us know in the chat. And we'll do it. Whatever it is you guys want to learn. Okay, so what are you doing over there? Sorry, I was asking questions.
No,
You
you're
add it
totally
to your
fine.
cheeks.
Yes. Yeah. So I like to apply blush, kind of like to the upper part of the cheek over here. And I kind of like to go up towards the temple up here. And then I just brush it on the tip of my nose a little bit. Just brush it over here a little bit. You can go on your eyelids a little bit as well. It just kind of helps tie in the entire look. So it doesn't look like you have, just blush and that's it. You want to make sure you're just melting everything together, like I said before.
And especially when you're using a color like Rosy Nude that is slightly neutral,
Yes.
but has that little hint of undertone. Yeah, it's a pretty color.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And then I'm going to go in with our Chroma Fusion highlighter in Glazed. And then for a highlighter, you want to apply your highlighter to the tops of your face. So basically, tops of the cheekbone here. You can apply it to the top of your brow bone up here. You could even go like down below your brow bone and even to the tip of your nose like that. So you don't want to go too wild with it because we don't want to look oily, but we also want your skin to look dewy. So wherever those natural points of the face kind of get a little bit dewier, that's where you would want to apply the highlight. So just kind of right at the top over here. And then I like to go up here as well. A little bit more. And then right at the tip of the nose. And
What
that's
if
kind of
somebody
where I like
has
to,
a nose, they would rather not anybody notice? Just asking for a friend.
yeah, for for that, you don't want to apply anything on the nose then.
Nothing. Good. That's what I've been
Nothing on the
doing.
nose. Nothing on the nose. But I can definitely teach you how to make your nose slimmer,
Contour
wider.
101.
Yes, yeah, and we
Yeah.
can definitely go over that in our contouring class for sure. Different techniques on how to reshape your nose, reshape your cheeks.
Mhm.
Yes, that's when contouring
Without
comes in really handy.
no knives or drugs or surgery.
Exactly. Yes, yes. You can look like you have a totally different nose with a contour. It's
Great.
actually the power of makeup is crazy.
It's really the truth. You're right.
Yes, yes. And then the last step for the look is a gloss. And I love our Mary Kay Unlimited lip gloss. So beautiful.
You chose
We
my
have
favorite
bunches.
one.
I know, it's my favorite. I love it. It's just the pinky, nudie, perfect
Mhm.
color for spring and summer. And I like that it's not like a super clear gloss. It actually gives a good amount of color. It's really pigmented, which I love. I know a lot of glosses are, kind of clear and just glossy, but I like to have my glosses with a little bit more pigmentation to them. I like to have them a little bit more, like with a little bit more color to them,
Yeah,
rather than just like a clear gloss. But, to each their own.
that's right. And
So I
that's why we
just,
have multiples. We have a cream, a pearl, and a shimmer too. And that's a cream.
yes,
So it has,
yes,
it has more of that. It's not a matte by all means, but it does
yes,
have that more flatter look versus the pearl and the shimmer. So
yes.
lots of choices.
And then,
That's so pretty on you. Beautiful.
thanks. I know,
Love
I
it.
love it. I love this color so much. It's so pretty. And a tip too, if you're wearing gloss and you want to accentuate your lips, what I like to do too is go in with a lip liner first. So you
Mhm.
would line your entire lip and then you would go in with your gloss and it's really going to plump up the lips. It's going to make them look bigger, juicier. So if you have really small lips and you want to make them a little bigger without the injections, just go in with a lip liner and then a gloss and then, instant va va voom for the lips.
And the lip liners are coming available soon, everybody. They said, I believe we heard the waterproof lip liners are coming available the end of April is what I heard. So I don't know if that's changed. If a director knows or somebody else has heard, put it in the chat, but they're coming available. And we have some new ones that came out with the eyeliners, and then the company that created the packaging for them, the plastic packaging went out of business like the week after we launched them. So the company created their own line at our research and development plant and retooled the whole line. And now we make our own. We're not depending on somebody else to create to put the packaging together. So we create the
I
product
love it.
ourselves, but we
Okay.
had there was others that put them together. So now we put them together. So aren't you guys glad? I mean, just think about what Mary Kay does for us. They're like, I mean, it was this launched back in September. So it's been a long road for the company getting this figured out. So I love it. Look at that look, you guys. What do you
And
like
we're
the best?
done. Very
Beautiful.
simple look. It's very quick. It literally takes 5 minutes to do, and you're ready to go out the door. I know we're all busy women here, so I know we don't
Beautiful.
want to spend, a million hours on our makeup every morning. So this is just a really nice, fresh look, super natural, and it gives you that dewy, beautiful skin. ready for spring and summer, which is
Yes.
right around the corner. I'm so excited.
I'm so ready for that. Somebody asked what color the
Yes.
gloss was. We didn't mention it. Sorry. It's Pink Ballerina is
Yes, pink
the lip
ballerina.
gloss.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know, I didn't say it either. We're getting some questions about smoky eyes, dramatic eyes. So along with that, contouring. So I wrote it down, you guys. So anything else you put in the chat that you'd like to learn. So, okay, we have specials, steals and deals only for you guys. This is only for you. And this is only for 24 hours, you guys. And this is Raquel's expertly curated look, or you can customize your own with your consultant because not all these colors will be right for you, right? So everybody has different
Yes.
skin tones and desires and likes and dislikes. So you can curate your own. This is the exact look that Raquel did right here, but these are the products based on your skin tone and such. You can adjust those. So in this look is the CC Cream Concealer, one of the liquid eye colors, a cheek and a highlighter in the glaze. And I just want to really quick, you guys, sorry, Michaela, I should have told you this, but I just really quick want to show you guys, just in case you haven't seen our compacts. So the products that you saw, this is a magnet, and then these are shadows here, and they magnet in here. So they're magnets. So you're only replacing one at a time. These are the cheek colors and the highlighter. So that's one of our compacts. And then the mini compact fits 4 shadows or 1 blusher or highlighter. And then this is the Pro compact, the Pro palette. So this is all the cheek colors that I put in this. So that's all a magnet down here, and you just fill it the way you want to fill it. So
Yeah.
thank you, Michaela, for letting me jump off there for a quick second. So
And then
highlighter,
the
cheek color, they come
product
like
comes
that.
in this little case like that. So you would just pop out the product here and then it's magnetized. So you just pop it on your palette.
Yeah, and if you
And
leave it
you
in
can start
that, it's
building
a
it.
little wiggly. There's going to be a day where it's going to drop on your bathroom floor and shatter. So
Oh yeah.
that's why we have the compacts that are refillable.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where was I? Concealer, CC cream, concealer, liquid eyeshadow, cheek color, highlighter, a pencil of choice, mascara of choice, and gloss of choice. So all of those retail at $130. You get it for $129, but you get the eye makeup remover because I am like, if you're gonna wear it, you've got to take it off at night. So you get a free eye makeup remover, which is a $20 value with that bundle, you guys. So that's your special for the night tonight. So give Raquel some love in the chat. I have a couple more things to share with you guys, and then we're going to do our drawings. So give her a little bit of love. If there's any other questions, we'll stop the recording here in just a couple minutes. But we have a couple more things to share with you. I'm gonna have the slides back up if you don't mind, Michaela, because I forget what's next. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're gonna give you guys the opportunity to do 3 different things, partner with us 3 different ways that you choose to. This is all your choice. I always like to tell people, I've done this a long time, and you're all adult women. You all make your own choices. You all go to the store by yourselves. You all balance your own checkbooks and do all your, you don't need your consultant or anybody else to make these decisions for you. But we do like to entice you with things, and we like to give you specials too. So these are what they are. This is what we're going to throw at you tonight. One, if there's anything that you purchase tonight, the perks of being that customer, you guys, this is the perks of having a consultant. It's not just somebody you buy Mary Kay from. I hope my clients know how much I love them and how much I appreciate them, and that I get to provide a little extra value. Things like a quarterly catalog that has a sample in it. In fact, watch for yours. It's coming in a couple weeks. A coupon of the month that we do, discounts on your birthday month that for most consultants do things like that. Now that I'm throwing that out there, now you have to with the clients you have on here. Most have a VIP access to their Facebook groups or private community and do some live tutorials. We also have different specials that we'll do periodically, like 50% off items each month, yearly one-on-one consultations, at least yearly. I do like to talk to my clients a few more times than that, just to make sure that their skincare is doing what it should be doing. And they're not using products they shouldn't be using. I don't want you spending money on things you shouldn't be using. I know many of my clients on here have heard me say, no, you can't buy that. I'm sorry, that's not right for you. You don't get to buy that. It won't do what you want it to do. And of course, 100% guarantee that we're backed by Mary Kay. So those are your perks for being a customer. That's a choice you get to make. Also, the second way that you can partner with us is to earn credit. So how many of you like free? We love to give free. So here's the deal. We're independent business owners, right? So as you provide and open the doors into your circle to us and provide the same value, we get to provide the value that we add to you and your life. We get to then add that value to that circle of friends that you introduce us to. So your friends win, hopefully, because we're adding value to them. You're winning because your consultant's going to give you credit and free product towards whatever you want. And then the consultant wins because it's helping us to build a business. So that's how we get to do this business, is everybody gets to win. So there's lots of ways to do that. One of the things that we like to call a pink link party, super simple for those of you that are really, 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 really busy, but you have some really good friends, family, or clients, or coworkers is what I'm trying to say, that you know would really love a pamper pack, or would like to try some product, or would just like to connect to a website and just kind of see what Mary Kay has to offer. We have a link, we call it a Shop My Party link, but it's also kind of like an affiliate link that you can send off to friends and family. If they purchase, then your consultant will give you credit for that towards product that you want. You can do an in-person party. You can do that depending on each consultant on here does business a little different. So I'm going to just kind of throw general things out. So this is like classic Mary Kay. And let me tell you guys what my experience has been over the last, gosh, probably year now. Women are craving time together across the table, eyeball to eyeball, chatting, playing, pampering, and it's just being able to be together. And that's what the Mary Kay party provides. It's really a blast. A Zoom party for those that have friends and family outside of, can't get together geographically. That's a really great way. And samples can be sent if necessary. A virtual party that can be done through social media, through Instagram, through Facebook, through Messenger, through texting. I mean, you guys, we learned everything during the great toilet paper wars of 2020 and 2021.
Isn't that right?
So the perks of being a consultant, you guys, let me tell you something. Do you guys remember at the very beginning when I said, nobody's come in to save you? Like, here's the deal. It's tough out there. Is anybody feeling the pinch of just higher gas, higher groceries, higher everything? I mean, it's an election year, which is always, this just historically, it's always kind of funky anyways. So in fact, historically, it's a time when our businesses really grow because of it being a funky time. People are looking for stability, they're looking for community, and they're looking for extra cash. So here's the deal. If that's where you're at, don't sit and struggle by yourself. Join a community, join a company that works. We make 50% of what we sell. We've been around 60 years. You're looking at, on this screen, you're looking at some of the top sales directors in the nation and women that are all in for you. And even if it's just friendship, fun, and community that you're looking for, this is the place to do it. But like I said, it's if you're struggling and you're waking up in the middle of the night trying to figure out, how things are going to work and what am I going to do, stop the struggle and make it and go into action. We'll teach you how to run this business. You're going to get mentored, you're going to get educated, you access it with with the #1 global beauty brand in direct sales. You guys, we're #1 in direct sales globally. Like, that's
Pretty amazing.
isn't it? Social
Yeah.
media tools, digital tools, all that's provided. There's no quotas, no territories, website and payment service. It's 30. I was going to say the wrong price. It's not that anymore. It's $35 to get started in Mary Kay. That gives you an e-start. $35 will not change your financial situation, but it could change your life, right? So plug in, you guys. Those are the 3 ways that you can partner with your consultant. So you get 1 entry if you purchase anything. So if yep, I'm going to get something, then type in customer in the chat. If I'm going to figure out how to gather some girls together, I'm going to send out some of those links. I'm going to do a Facebook thing. I'm going to do something. Then you'll type in credit in the chat and you'll get 5 entries. And then type in consultant. If you're like, I want to either, 1, I've not learned enough about the Mary Kay business, and so I want to learn about it. Some of you have learned and know, yes or no. Or if you're like, I just know that I'm a yes, type in consultant. Okay. So type that in. We're just going to do real quick, just a couple minutes, and let Michaela get get those gathered. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk about our next event, and then and then I'm going to ask Raquel a couple quick questions about color. That I'm going to think of really fast while I'm telling you about this, because I want to make sure I give time for Michaela. I just realized I didn't plan that. We need a little extra time for Michaela to get those to get those names in. Okay, you can ask a question in the chat actually, and I can pull it up too and ask her the questions. All right, so join us for the next event, you guys. We're going to do something called Beauty Bingo. Now, this is not your grandma's bingo. This is, I mean, that's fun, right? It can be for some of you. The stamping thing, no, but throw that all out. That's not what we're going to do. This is Mary Kay style bingo. We'll do it right here on Zoom. We're going to be kicking out new products that are coming in May, and this is on May 14th. The products will be available on May 15th by your consultant. It'll be the same time, 7 o'clock, right here on the same Zoom. It's all the summer products, and we have right behind me, see, I'd go this way, right behind me, you're going to see this is a new skincare line that's coming out that is going to be for teens and preteens. So this would be a really great for those of you that have teens or preteens or are grandmas of teens, preteens. It's a brand new line. It's amazing. It's like hitting that age group so perfectly, you guys. Raquel is going to do a brow workshop because there's a brow product that's coming back and in. So some of you might know what I'm talking about, but and then we'll also do some giveaways and sweepstakes and so forth. Lots of interaction in this one because of the bingo. So we're super excited for that. And then just mark your calendar also for the 28th. We don't have info on it yet, but it'll be same on a Zoom. May 28th will be our Contouring 101 course tutorial that Raquel will do for us too. So I see a bunch happening over here in the chat. So make sure you're really quick and getting that in there so we can get your names in and do our drawing here really, really fast. All right. So quick question. When you are choosing color, is there, if somebody has, like you talked about, warmer undertones and cooler undertones. So for somebody like me, I have cooler undertones. I have more pink in my skin. Would I wear more cool tones, or what is recommended? And then for somebody that is maybe has darker but pinker, or darker and warmer, what would you say?
Yeah. So I would say for you specifically, since you are more cool toned, I would definitely go with more cool tone products because that is what's going to complement you. So I would do a cool tone foundation, cool tone blush, more cool tone shadows. But with the shadows, it's not necessarily though, because also browns, like, and depending on your eye color too, that can also make your eyes really pop. So I would say more cool tones on the face, and then on the eyes, you can wear a little bit more of those warmer tones as well to complement the cool tones too.
Yeah, because my eyes are blue. So if somebody has more like more warmth in their skin, but their skin's darker, like a dark beige or maybe a bronze skin tone, what would you recommend?
I would do, so for more darker complexions, I would do more of those deeper, like coppery colors, like on the blush, kind of a deeper peach color. So stay in those warm tones, you know? So like I was saying before, when I was applying my blush, you wouldn't want to go for a baby pink blush because that's going to create so much contrast. And it's, it's going to create way too much contrast, and it's not going to look great, and it's not really going to harmonize the look together.
It can almost look neon, right?
Yes,
it can almost go
exactly
neon when somebody puts it on.
Exactly. Yeah. So for a darker skin tone, you want to think of those beautiful like deeper rose colors, those deeper reds, deeper peach colors too look beautiful as well.
Yes, all those colors I love so much that now that my hair is this color, I can't use. So you guys, all of you that just heard that little snippet of, you know, I left out all the different skin tones. I didn't get everybody in that, but this is what your consultant the access to your consultant will do, is she'll give
Yes.
you those recommendations. So you can, I always tell my clients, look in a lookbook, look online and go, okay, these are the colors I love. And then tell me what colors you love. And I'll say, okay, these are the ones I'd recommend. We also have an app called Mirror Me that's awesome. And so you can get in there and take a picture of yourself. You can go in and put the colors on and you'll be able to tell, like, you'll be like, that's not good. So play with those. All right, Michaela, are we ready? I know that was like super fast, everybody. I got lots of consultant, customer in here. I love it. Love, love, love
Ooh,
it.
All
so
right,
excited
let's
for
do
you all.
it. Okay, let me get it nice and big for all of us to see. Okay. Oh, that's too funny. You're gonna laugh when you see this. Because guess what ad my computer is giving
I've
me?
had that happen before when I've used this before.
Yeah.
I know what you're going to say. I'm not going to say until you guys can all see it. It's coming up.
It's thinking. Is it gonna work for us? Come on.
It's going to win. It worked
Mm.
earlier. Isn't that crazy how this happens?
Just
It
how
worked
it
earlier.
happens. We'll do it a different way. It's probably
Thank you.
because there's just so many people in here.
You know, technology is always interesting anyways.
There we
Oh,
go.
here it is.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh, we even have who they're with. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That's so funny. You guys check out the ad on the right.
And there's the ad.
It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Okay, we'll do 3 drawings. Catherine with Suzanne. Yay.
Woohoo.
Suzanne, make sure you send me Catherine M's address and I will get a prize out to her. All right, let's see who the next ones are. So I have lips and eyes. You guys, I have lips and eye products for you to share tonight. Erin J with Dawn. Congratulations, Erin, and Dawn too. Make sure you get me addresses, everybody. Sharon! Yay, Sharon! Congratulations. We've been talking on text already. See, that's what happens. When you talk to me, you win. The way it works, I'm sure of it. I just want to give you all a big thank you, a big, huge thank you to Raquel for taking time to teach us tonight. I hope you learned a lot. Let your consultant know what you learned. And then if you are like, I want that bundle, and you go on her website and you go to order it and you're wondering why it doesn't give you the price or it doesn't just add the oil-free makeup remover, she needs to add that. So go ahead and order it or just text her. Really easier that you want that bundle, but you want to adjust colors or whatever, and let her know and she will take care of it for you all. So thank to everybody. Good night. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
thank you so much for joining, everyone. This has been so fun. I'm so excited for our next tutorial.
You did a great job, Raquel. Thank you so much. You're a natural.
Thank
Love it.
you. Thank
We're
you.
gonna
Thank
stop the
you.
recording and then we'll stay on for